Peace, peace. What's up with it, family? Um, Shout out to everybody in the building, man. If y'all could jump on that like button, share the video out to your social medias. Um, yeah, I got some. Yeah, I gotta play the catch, but I'm gonna try to kick it with y'all before I take off. Shout out to everybody putting up Joe 47, Indian Peach, Dab Music, uh, Kayla Love. She say Halito tribe American Indians in this MFing house. Oh, yeah, she come in on some gangster shit. Uh, Brown Hawk in the building, Miss Camille, OG Donna Grant, uh, Kanique, Johnny Dash, Johnny Dash, Johnny Dash. What you pimping? Johnny Dash. That's a hell of a name. Crystal in the building. Jerice Tedlis. Hey, you talking about my rant yesterday? Nigga, that was a rant. You like that shit? Yeah, we talking shit and swallowing spit. Nate Bailey, I'm born here. Rent me out the south. B313 in the building. Detroit in the building. Detroit in this motherfucker. Miss Jamie in the building. Huntsville, Alabama. Whirling Thunder in the building. Yeah, y'all share the video out. I'm about to share the video out. Miss Yanni in the building. What up, though? Bellagio in the building. Rastaman. All these street gang cross it. Yeah, we're gonna let a few people pull up. Shout out to the homie Urban Indian. The boy from Florida. The boy from Florida. Man. Oh damn, what happened, man? I got your jacket, bro. Brown liquor, no ice. This nigga name himself Brown liquor, no. Nigga, how many kids you got? Brown liquor, no ice, nigga. Who you think you is, granddaddy, nigga? Yeah, the young ass nigga coming here talking about brown liquor, no ice. Nigga don't look no more than 25 talking about brown liquor. No ice. Who you think you is, granddaddy? Terrell, Texas in the building. Country. Backwood country. Way down yonder country. He nuts. Yeah, man, that little young ass nigga come here talking about he drinking brown liquor. No ice. The no ice is what got me, right? You know, granddaddy and them leave that bottle in the trunk. Bottle be hot than the mother, and they gonna go no ice. Yeah, drink it right up out of there. Nigga, like that don't burn your throat. Hold on, y'all. Let me take this call. Kiri. All right, What we gonna do with it? Yeah, little young nigga come here talking about brown liquor, no ice. I want to know how many kids he got. He ain't said nothing every day. You go right there. He said hot liquor tastes better than ice water. Ice water it down. Nigga, how old are you? That's what we trying to figure out. How old are you, nigga? Or did you was the baby that your auntie and them used to say that you was Billy Earl Ray, who was granddaddy. They called him Pops. They said you was Pops and you had came back. Yeah, you had to be the little baby that was great granddaddy, and you reincarnated him back into one of the babies, man. Yeah, that ain't you, nigga. I don't believe you, nigga. You gonna have to come on the panel, nigga, and let us see you chug it down like cold water. Yeah, that nigga talking about like cold Gatorade or some shit like that, nigga, on the football Friday night lights or football field. Or chug it down like Gatorade, huh? Yeah, that nigga, I don't believe him, nigga. Where your ID at? How many kids you got? If you a brown liquor, no ice nigga, you want to be like granddaddy, you gonna have 67 kids right now, nigga. You gonna finish this lifetime with about 13. Yeah, nigga, 7 boys, 6 girls, nigga. Oh, yeah, if you a real brown liquor, no ice nigga, then you a raw dicker. You a raw dicker. Brown liquor, no ice nigga don't use condom. That's why I'm saying you can't be a new nigga and an old nigga at the same time. You can't be a Gen Z and an old nigga. No, hell no. I don't believe it. Dosey in the building. Yeah, you a raw dicker. Brown liquor, no ice, Coke, and listen, he ain't put no Coke. He ain't got no cranberry juice in that. No. That nigga drinking a grown man drink. We need answers. If that nigga ain't got at least 3 kids, he a motherfucking lie. If that nigga ain't got 3 babies, that nigga lying. He said, I got 3. Okay. He said, and he a raw dogger, and he Alabama out the sticks. Okay, he got that. All right. That kind of check out. You know, that kind of check out. You know, maybe the nigga got a little granddaddy in him. You know, maybe the young nigga telling the truth. Turn up. Hey, what's up with it, family? Hey, y'all drop some flames in the chat. Drop some flames in the chat. We back on the block. Man, they said come turn this bitch up, chief. I said easy. Hold on.
He want the scoop. She want the tea. She want the tea. I cannot speak. We keep it in street.
Yeah. Indian Carter, Carrie Bay in the building. K Morris, what up, though? Sammy. Yeah. Dog Chief 305. 305 War Chief. We got 305 in the hive, man. MIA. Hold up. Yeah.
Standing on business, ain't nothing to put that shit up.
Hold up.
Turn your click up. Ain't nothing. Shit. We turn the jeweler up. Then look at the diamonds we bust.
Yeah.
Look at the people we touch. Shit, don't feel like Puffy and Rush. I'm sitting this shit like a total little nigga, so next time never been flush. Bulletproof rappers and came with a kid on it.
Came with
the cement too light and kick it, we spit on it.
Other than man, I put that little shit on it.
Hit in my head, I had to go flips on it.
Go with it.
He want the scoop. She want the tea. She want the tea. I cannot speak.
No.
We keep it in the street. I took a loss, but you still gon' get beat. You still gon' get beat. How much it costs?
It never been cheap. Let go. Let go. Let go. Florida boy in the building. 863. The Florida boys in the building. Tyler Cam, what up, though? Yeah.
Big dog, status Bill Hubble. I bought in his mouth for my brothers. Oh, your bag, told the cutter. I got it out the field. Fuck Pan African. Laura about the paddock and going there.
Ninja Gal, what up, though?
Water trying to drown a bitch.
Oh, they in the building.
Shit, I'm thinking I'm shit, I'm cooking up dope like a dump. Shit, I come from no nigga trip. Shit, I'm floating, I'm out in the blimp. Shit, it look like I'm swimming in glass. Shit, I turn on my bitch cause she bad. Shit, I'm making her ex
I'm a skin king, what up, though?
Nigga learn up, tearing the bag. Piping a bitch, it ain't that like I can. Turn up the shooters, some switches go bad. They was some scammers, but I was okay. Slapping no rapping, my dogs and fall off. No capping, no pound of a brick. Fuck on your bitch and I told her to call off. Action, I'm making it quick. Painkiller. Got my little demons on gold. They ready to hit the stick.
Painkiller. Got my little
bitch on gold.
She ready to eat up the dick.
Main hitters. Call the gang with them. They was already on the lick. Hanging with Migos. All these drugs and guns. Think we live.
Hey.
He want the scoop.
Scoop.
She want the tea.
She want the tea.
I cannot speak.
Nah, we keep it
street. We keep it street. I took a loss, but you still gonna get beat. You still gonna
BCU.
It never
What up, though? Hey.
Click up, dog.
Hey.
Bitch up, dog.
Hey.
These streets can't cross it. All these streets need bosses.
Need bosses.
Turn your click up, dog.
Let go.
Turn your bitch up, dog.
Let go.
These streets can't cross
Let
it.
go.
All these streets need bosses.
Hold on.
Are you sick of having issues with your webinars?
Hold up, man. Say, man. Turn this bitch up then, man. So yesterday, had a conversation going, right? And I'm gonna be honest, bro. Y'all, this is my game right here, though. This is where I'm at with it. Cause one thing, I'm not finna play with these black people. Yeah, I ain't finna do it, bro. At this point in time, we should be held accountable on everything on the board. One of the major problems is us accepting this black term. I remember Dane was over here one day. Dane was on the panel and he said, man, black is like a curse. I said, damn, that was cold. I mean, you heard what Joey B said, niggas showed how they created them, instilled this mindset in them. They was taught, nigga was taught that, this is who he is. Cat Williams, even in his little rant, when he went off on Club Shay Shay, 50 million views, he didn't forget to add Africans came over here 400 years on a boat. I'm trying to figure out where they get that story from. Yvette Cornett, or whatever name, Cornell, the Butch. The ADOS Butch. Eating up all the pussy in the community. She the other day, I ain't gonna play a video, but she was on there and their whole thing is by immigrants and all of this type of shit, right? And they out here talking about, this is my thing, and this is why black people with that, especially with that mindset, is never going nowhere, right? You niggas not even trying to get out. Shout out to the homie Brown Hawk. Y'all not even trying to get out the colonization or the trick bag. Everything with them, they got to go ask the white man, can they do it? So they want to be identified as ADOS. Who want to be around here talking about I'm a slave? You leave out the country. You in China. You come off the plane, nigga. And the nigga asks you who you is. You talking about I'm a descendant of a slave. Really? Yeah? What's his name? You don't even know the motherfucking name. Ain't got no details. Just a motherfucking one size fit all story. Universals. Yeah, that motherfucker universal size. One size fit all. Our ancestors. Our ancestors? Who is ours? Nigga, I ain't no kin to your ass. If I am, let me hold something. Yeah. Yeah, nigga. Black power ass nigga. Let me hold something. If we really, yeah, nigga, you want this one size fit all. I'm your brother. Well, let me hold something. Yeah, nigga, let me hold something then. That's what I thought. So watch this here. With this whole little identity, right? And niggas, niggas, they probably fucked up that I'm saying this and about black people. Nigga, fuck black people. Black people are the dumbest people on the earth. Black people are the first off, you don't have a culture that you can go put on side of nobody or start no motherfucking civilization with. That's not a culture. Hip hop, rap music, sagging your motherfucking pants. What else, nigga? Piece of chain, diamond rings, and the little arm sleeve with the money, and not, that bullshit. A real nigga gonna come rob your bitch ass. Yeah, you niggas suckers anyway. You feel me? They gonna come take something from one of you niggas. But nigga, come out here to my motherfucking black culture. Michael Jordan tennis shoes and shit, nigga. Black culture, nigga. Ain't no business opportunities or none of that type of shit coming out of it, right? These niggas ain't even start talking no business yet. So they out here complaining that they can't identify or create a name for themselves. So the event message was basically, us as black people will never go anywhere unless we first take back our power. And one way by taking back our power is to find a name that we want to be identified as. Why you want to be anything other than what you are or who you are? Nigga, you can't be nobody but who you are. Why we gotta go make up some shit? Why we gotta make up some shit? Why we gotta go be different than our mama and daddy? Right? So we can hang around some motherfuckers that we know from the internet. Let's just keep this shit real. I just want to put it on the table so you can really feel where I'm coming from, right? So these are freedom fighters. These motherfuckers been around at least a decade. All in niggas' ear. And ran up a big old bag. You know them black niggas spending. Woo! Ask TD Jakes with the Powder House right across the street from the Powder House, right? TD Jakes got the Powder House right across the street because it's in the hood. It's right there in the hood. Right across the street is the Powder House, nigga. Yes, nigga, leave the Powder House, the church with TD Jakes, and they go across the street to the Powder House. Goddamn right, nigga, with little TJ on the phone, nigga. Oh, yeah, nigga. So, yeah, them niggas hustling right in front of the store, right across the street from the Powder House. They stop at the ATM in the church, nigga, and they go across the street, get one of them Hunter Biden packs. Fuck it. Get one of them packs they found in the White House. Unidentified white substance, nigga. Yeah, they got the Powder House, and you go across the street to the Powder House, nigga. Yeah. Look at Shia Maru. Daddy's niggas in here. Yeah, they got boys in leotards. They say nigga out there say nigga say he identifies as a butterfly. They got this nigga out here in the leotard, nigga. With wings, nigga. I said, God damn. Yeah, say that nigga wanna right now he's a butterfly. Last week he identified as a frog. Yeah, they giving them so many options. These new ones coming in, they getting all these options. Divine said our name should be powerful first. Well, you already have a name. You have your family name. And that's who you are. That's how you got here. That's where you come from. And so we have to keep the connection. We have to keep ourselves in the story. This is the book of you. You trying to write a motherfucking book about motherfuckers you don't even know, nigga. Just focus on yourself. If everybody just focus on themselves, we'll be all right. You see how simple it'll be? Instead of you just running out here trying to save the motherfucking world, nigga. This shit ain't gotta be hard. This shit is so easy. These fake ass leaders who been out here for at least a decade, and nigga, you are still on the internet 10 years later complaining about some shit you could have got done the first year that you was here. You want to establish a name, or you mad at these people in the chat because they don't want to be called a slave. She even said it. It ain't slave, it's slavery. So y'all done changed it up then. Y'all done went in the back and goddamn me, nigga, got the eraser out and nigga wrote some more shit down. It now is not slave. She talking about because people be saying, oh, I'm not a slave. I don't want to be called a slave. So they changed it from ADOS, American descendants of slavery. Say, man, bro, you still a slave. American descendant of slavery. Wow, that's crazy. Slavery is crazy, bro. That is a nigga tied you up. You lived in a dog house in the back. You ate chitlins. Yeah, nigga, massa cut the pig open and took the intestines out and gave you the feet. Yeah, nigga, that's how you start eating pig feet. Gave you bacon. No, he kept the bacon to himself. Nigga gave you chitterlings. That nigga gave you the chitterlings in that motherfucker, nigga. That's some cold shit right there, boy. Say, man, y'all jump on that like button. Nene in the building. Hips and ass, Texas, in every way. Yeah, I done got on my list shit. What let's say Texas in every way? Yo, say, man, what's that nigga Les barbecue? What that nigga say? Texas in every way. Go put them cowgirl boots on. Nene, it's rodeo season. It's cowgirl season. Hips and ass with the rhinestone blue jeans. Yeah. With the rhinestone blue jeans. Out there soul food in the motherfucker. Y'all know what soul food is? Y'all know what they used to call soul food? Not talking to you new niggas. Y'all don't know nothing about that life. Y'all niggas are born soulless. I really think that. I really think you niggas don't have no soul. What that white lady said, that motherfucker right there is not real. Yeah, I don't think these new niggas got souls, man. Yeah. All right, so check it out. Hey, I don't know what the like said, but jump on the like button. I don't know what the like said, but I just seen 3-4 people say hit the like button. Y'all jump on the like button. Girly girl in the building. So yeah, Yvette Cornett say that the immigrants are coming here and they're getting more benefits than ADOS is getting. And we were the slaves and we built the country. They were slaves for 400 years. And my thing is this. Everybody didn't come on the same day, nigga. So how you got where are you getting your numbers from? Everybody didn't just come on one day. I don't know why these niggas think this event took place in one day. Now they're saying it happened over 400 years. But damn, nigga, you will be alive in that 400 years. You will be alive. Oh, nigga, you ain't never been a slave. Your mama, daddy, grandma, none of that shit. Where you going with this slave shit? Nigga, ain't nobody never came out here and laid on the ground and said, fuck it, I'm a slave. Nigga, do you know what type of mentality you have to have, nigga, to look in the mirror and say, I'm a motherfucking slave, nigga, this is what I want to be. And you mad at the government because he won't let you be a slave. Ain't that that's some cold shit right there. You mad at a white boy who you said was your master. And now you coming to him, you want him to let you name yourself. And when a nigga said, well, it's a free country, Obama signed in law, nigga, you have the right to self-identify. It's a fucking law. What the fuck is you knocking on this white boy door for? Going to ask him. Screaming on the internet, talking about they won't let you. Every time we try to do something, they want to take it away. Huh? This is the leadership niggas been following. This the whole little reparations conversation and all that. This is where this coming from. She talking all of that shit. Why you ain't telling everybody that you had niggas go vote for the Democratic Party last election? Was on it. They were pressing the hard line. And then when shit don't go right, when they fail in front of the people again, right? When they get caught out here and hanging with the colonizer, pushing the line for the colonizer, and then when the colonizer get in office and get the colonizer shit, now you done walk back over here, back to the crowd. You back in the crowd with a hoodie on, talking about, hey, look out, this is what we gonna do. This is what play. Damn, my nigga. Say, look out, I know that last shit didn't work, but this is what we gonna do this time. Man, get the fuck out of here. Bro, how you niggas failing in front of the people and coming back to us? And why are y'all steady letting these motherfuckers back in? Nigga, fuck up one time, nigga, go on, get him out of here. Why? Move him out of here. What the fuck you got a loser sitting here for 10 years for? You know how many lives they got fucked this motherfucker that fucked up? You know how many people minds this motherfucker that fucked up? Because this nigga not good enough? How in the hell you ain't got past the name yet? Ain't got no building, ain't got none of this shit here coming up. You just want to be accepted by the white man, and you mad he ain't paying you no attention. He worried about all these foreigners and shit. And now you got a problem because the foreigner getting all of the attention from massa. Boy, niggas is crazy. And we sitting out here watching it. Man, it's so obvious. It's so obvious. Yeah. It's so obvious, man. It's right in our face. So, when we come here to this day, the fact that you got the same squad from last election, got all the figureheads back out on the block. They're out pumping these political messages. They're trying to reach out to the people. And they have a plan in place already. And tax season ain't even hit yet. Yeah, that was eye-opening to me. I said, wait a minute, what the hell going on? These niggas, you gonna start in the first quarter? So you gonna set the tone. This what we doing, huh? So you gonna set the tone then? Nah, man. And so this is what I want to do, right? I want to challenge the people. I want to challenge the people. The fact that you don't know who you are and you got to make up some shit. You ain't never heard no Mexicans, no Chinese, none of these people come out here and say that. None of them foreigners, or what they saying, these people come here and they'll have their countries in their bio, but they live in America, huh? Yeah, they live in here and they have their country in their bio. They got their flag, country flag in their bio. Well, ain't they from there? Like, what's going on, bro? Like, as if niggas ain't got So many problems they damn self, bro. I'm trying to figure out how you worrying about anything but cleaning up this motherfucking house. Black people need to shut the fuck up. Black people was created in 1969. Let me say that. Black people was created in 1969. Black is a Dick Gregory used to say white is not a color, it's an attitude. And if you don't have enough money, you can't have the attitude or some shit like that, right? Well, black is not a color or a people. Black is a psychological colonial program. Yeah, it's like an RFD chip, nigga. They plug it in you, and you are plugged into this system, and you downloading all of this shit that they concocted. Yeah, after 1969, more so in the 80s. It came up with, you start hearing a lot of the fake Egyptian history, the fake connections to Egypt. Niggas was still running around here talking about Queen Sheba and King Solomon at that time. Now they screaming, they didn't put the 12 tribe chart out there, and now they can't claim the Queen Sheba shit. Right? Now they don't claim that because that take them back to Ethiopia, right? You gotta be from Ethiopia, right? Guess what? There wasn't no slave trade in Ethiopia. So now they trying to find a way, the Hebrews trying to find a way to get to West Africa. Everybody want to start at West Africa. But there's a problem. Because in 1969, when black came about, in 1969, the Hebrew Israelites changed their doctrine. They changed their doctrine as well. 1969 was a hell of a year. I need to do a 1969 bill. Because we'll see a lot of this shit come out of 1969. So, they killed Negro. Nigga, you're not a Negro. You're not a Negro. They killed that. You're black and I'm black and I'm proud. Yeah, that shit, that's what they brought all that shit in. They killed the Negro in 1969. So, this is my thing right here. Black is not a people, it's not a color. There's no country called black, and black people come from. It's not happening. So when we really look at what's going on here, I want people out here who identify as being black. I want you to look at what's taking place here. There's no country called black. If you're from Africa, then you're African. I mean, like, come on, bro. Why we got so much shit that need to be done? We can't sit here and argue about the little shit, bullshit, right? If you're an African slave, nigga, you from Africa. We ain't gotta make it hard, right? Let's just keep it simple. And I think these leaders who've been out here 15, 20 years, 10 years, or 5 years, and then out of that shit with a microphone, fucking up these people's mind for all these years, bro. Niggas that invested money in them, man. You know how much money niggas done spent with these niggas in 10 years? And they still got people following them today. Even though they failed, even though they made them vote Democrat. Man, them people wasn't going to go vote Democrat. Y'all pushed that in them people's head. And when they went and done it, and they realized that they made a mistake. And so they have to live with that. But they was listening to you. You don't get no pushback. You don't get no controversy over it. Nothing comes from it. It's no repercussions. A nigga is able to walk out here in front of everybody. It still have their position. And I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with? But when you think about black never won. You got to think, in 1969, black never won. We seen the decline of our people at that time. We seen the decline of our people at that time. Yeah, or the 70s, the 80s, the 90s. Those were the prime years. That first 10 in the 2000s. We so far removed, nigga, because you think about it, if you go back to the 80s and 90s, then Big Mama and them was still alive, and her sister them, and you probably was young, but her parents probably was alive back then. Or one of them. And so that culture and everything that we came back from, the things that we don't have in place today, because niggas just going to sleep and waking up and just living until they die. Yeah, they waking up every day and living until they die. So, nothing changed. Just our situation got worse. And the more and more that we gave up, no pressing back, no message out there to combat this one message that they're bringing to our people. We're all ancestors. We've been enslaved for 400 years. Like everybody got here on the same day, right? Everybody got the same time stamp and everything, right? Everybody got the same ancestors, everything, right? So this little play that they put together, man, and it's just some cold shit that niggas gonna have to be honest and say, man, they took advantage of me. Nigga played on me. Now, so because we see they don't feel bad about it. These niggas are modern day colonizers, literally, and they don't feel bad about it. These niggas are out here literally fucking over people's lives. And you have to understand, these people been listening to these people for a long time, bro. 5 years is a long time. Five is crazy. Listen, that's 365 days in 1 year. You get 365 in 1 year. 365? Now do that 5 times. No, take that back. Hold up. Do that 10. See what I'm saying? Give me 375 10 times. That's a lot, bro. That's a lot. So, nobody never had a message to combat this shit. Never had no power to combat it or nothing, because nobody came out and identified what the hell happened. What happened, man? We're gonna go through some of that. What happened? Nobody never went back and nigga, we couldn't combat it. It just had to accept this new paradigm. And if hold on, let me go over here to this, because they're gonna literally, these people are going to literally hold on. Hold on right quick. Let me turn this monetization off. Cause I want to play something. We finna get an understanding. What happened? They why niggas lost because niggas did not. Nobody came and brought it to them. Nobody came and brought it to them. I mean, either you was gonna be and then in the 90s, the Moors, had a run. We had all these other things. Niggas walking around here identifying as a religion. Who are you? I'm a Muslim. Oh, okay. Took pride in it. Ain't never had nothing for your own self. The greatest people in the world, man, you ain't even got your own shit. Man, these people led these, because you got to remember back then, dad and them had highs, nigga car, lived middle class lifestyle damn near. You know, had all the necessities and everything to run a household and to raise a family in. And, you know, they get up and go to work. Now, we talking about early in the 60s and 70s. Now, hold on, let's go to 69 right quick. Let me get this book down. Let's go to 69. Let's figure out what happened. What the hell happened? He said the Moors woke him up. Well, shit, nigga, are you sure you woke? You know, these black niggas think they woke too. Shit, what is waking me up? I want to know what woke is now, because these black niggas say they woke. I want to know what woke is. Woke look like sleep. Woke look like sleep around this motherfucker, man. The Moors haven't produced a Moor under 25 years old. They don't even make them no more. Yeah, I heard the Moors got discontinued on the market. They don't even make Moors no more. Just all the Moors that are here now, you know what I'm saying? You know, they don't even create Moors anymore. Yeah, they like gas vehicles. Them niggas on the way out of style, nigga. Yeah. So look, 69, what happened? We finna show you, kill the Indian, keep the man. It was a psychological. Black is not no damn identity. You're not black, nigga. Shut up. These light-skinned niggas even come out here. You got SETI, light, bright, damn near white out here talking about black power. Nigga, you need some melanin first. You need to go talk to God. You need to go talk to your God, nigga, and tell him to give you a melanin pill or something. You need to start popping the melanin pills, nigga. Let's walk.
You're a Negro.
No.
Yeah, you done dropped the baby off at school and you going to go get that money so you can keep the household going. And this nigga got your baby at school, right? Check out this program. You're a Negro. Check him out.
I am your teacher. You are a Negro.
No.
Suppose I threatened to beat you. What would you say? Aren't you a Negro now?
No.
What are you?
I'm black and beautiful.
What is your last?
Huh? So right here, when I say they killed Negro in 1969, they took Negro. How did they take it? This is not no white man sitting here doing this, bro. This a nigga. Now he probably just left out the room with a white boy who pulling his pants back up. But he out here talking to your kid with the dick on his breath. Yeah, he out here, he talking to the babies with the dick on his breath. And so he out here programming these babies, right? So they don't want these babies identifying as Negro. They not even giving the parents the option. These niggas gonna catch them at school, drop them off, and hide behind that teacher label. But you colonizing. Let's just call it what it is, niggas. And niggas and black folks, y'all need to stop playing, bro. And nobody, but I can understand if nobody came out here and told you what happened or showed you what happened. So let's walk.
Nationality.
My nationality is Afro-American.
Afro-Americans. Yeah. And so this is what I'm saying, man.
My nationality is Afro-American.
What is freedom?
Freedom is black power.
What is black power?
Black power is...
Watch this here. You don't know what no damn black power is, man. Nigga 4 or 5 years old, man. No motherfucking black power. Y'all just made this shit up. This shit ain't even 6 months old, nigga, at this time. Asking a baby what is black power. That's like asking the baby to chunk up a motherfucking C or a B, nigga. Yeah, that's like asking the baby to chunk up a gang sign.
Do you know what black power is?
No.
Well, then you should never make any statements if you don't know what they mean.
You should never be asking no baby. This nigga should be playing with motherfucking toys or blocks or writing his name or learning his colors or numbers or he don't need to be sitting here learning this black power shit, man. I wonder what happened to these little babies.
I'm sorry, I don't know.
All right.
He's sorry he don't know.
How old are you, young man?
I am 4 years old.
You're not 4, Eric. Now you tell me your right age. How old are you?
This was 69 and he was 4 years old. He would have been born in 65.
How old are you?
I am 4 years old.
Are you sure you're 4?
Yes.
You're gonna let me turn you around and tell you you're some other age? You're 6 years old, Eric.
No.
So right now he playing psychological mind games on them, right? So he told the little boy, cause see, he already done taught the little boy that he's black and this and that, right? You're not a Negro. What if you see, he started out, you're a Negro. And the little boy sitting there looking like, he's like, what is your nationality? I'm Afro-American. Black power. Look at this shit, bro.
I can't hear you, Eric.
No.
Are you being frightened by me?
No.
Playing on the mental, bro. This is colonization at its best. I love it. We can catch it on tape and we can show that niggas colonize y'all. So just how they playing this game on the babies, that's the same shit that they played on niggas about the slave trade and this whole little fake ass black narrative that these niggas came out here and killed Negro with. And literally took Negro out the baby's mouth, even if they family didn't tell them that. So who gave this nigga the orders? Because Bill Cosby was there. Bill Cosby was part of this program. And he said, can you blame them? Can you blame us? Because they got a lot of flack from that. People were saying that, you know, you basically like brainwashing the children and shit. And the nigga talking about, can you blame us? What you know what I'm saying? Basically like what you want us to do. We ain't got nothing. We ain't have nothing. We don't know who we are. Like a nigga taught you, you don't know who you are. They literally came and told you that a nigga took your name, stole you from your house, took your culture, took your history, and programmed you into believing it. And so that's why I always stuck to genealogy. Because I say, nah, I'm gonna ride it out. It's gonna win in the end. Because the people will actually get the answer that they looking for. Who the fuck am I? You need that first. Why you out here talking about a motherfucking name off some shit you got a 50C3 non-profit organization on? Fuck that shit. Black niggas. Let's walk.
I'm a teacher. I said you're 6.
I am 4 years old.
All right, then. You stand up for it, then. You shouldn't be weak. You stand up and say it. You ought to scream it in my face if I try to tell you different, right?
Yes.
Have a seat. Stand up, young man. Are you a Negro, Travis?
No.
Are you a flunky, Travis?
No.
What are you?
I am black and beautiful.
And what else are you? Are you a boy?
No.
What are you?
I'm a man.
What kind of man?
Black and beautiful man.
Or what kind? Are you?
You a man and you still pissing on yourself. Jello eating ass nigga. Oh. Yeah, they over here fucking over these babies.
Old man or a young man?
Young man.
You, young man, you come here.
And this nigga's a foreigner. This is not an American face. That nigga not from America. Where y'all think he from? What island you think this nigga come out of? That nigga ain't no American. See, this is what I'm saying. Let's walk. Edge up in the back of his head. Ain't no motherfucking American. Nigga got the polite forehead and everything.
You're a Negro.
No.
I am your teacher. You are a Negro.
No.
Suppose I threatened to beat you. What would you say? Aren't you a Negro now? What are you?
I'm black and beautiful.
What is your nationality?
My nationality is Afro-American.
Suppose I had some money in my pocket. Suppose I gave you $1 to say that you're an American Negro. This is money now. Money talks. Money talks. This dollar, and if you don't say it, you don't get it. You're an American Negro, aren't you?
No.
You won't have any money. You know you need money, don't you?
Yeah.
You need money to live, don't you?
Yeah.
All right. All you have to say, Leon, is that you're an American Negro. Aren't you an American Negro? Are you an American Negro?
No.
What are you?
I'm black and beautiful.
What's your nationality?
My nationality is Afro-American.
Very good.
Come on, man. So nobody didn't teach you that you was a slave? You ain't, man, and your family ain't never told you about no motherfucking slave, nigga. And if they did, what's the names? Name some names, nigga. What plantation you niggas come off of? Not to say when nobody slave, but we're saying, nigga, prove it. Stand on business. Or how we know that this is not a psychological colonial tool that's being used right now. I mean, we witnessing it. They don't want you, these niggas, and they caught them young. They don't want you identifying as a Negro now. They done made some new shit up called Black Power. And they pushed it to the babies. This how you became black. Oh, my bad. Oh, y'all ain't know that? Black folks, y'all ain't know that? This how you became black. You see how these babies became black? When they were 4 years old, when they got to his class, they wasn't black. They wasn't black till they went in this guy class. Listen to me. Nah, fuck that. Let's get some flames in the chat if y'all feel me. Listen, when them babies walked in that classroom, they were not black. He taught them that. He taught them that they were black. We know niggas ain't had no schools back then. So this is coming from the white boy. Right? We know Joe Biden came through with the, when they was trying to merge the schools together back then, Joe Biden came out and said, no, he against it. Yeah, never gave a fuck about no nigga babies. And then he came back and said, even though we created them, it doesn't mean that we shouldn't take their ass out of society.
Man, keep it up. Go sit down. You had to think about that a minute, didn't you?
Yeah.
All right, everybody. What is your nationality?
My nationality is Afro.
Yeah.
But see, somebody gonna come out here and tell me. But see, somebody gonna come out here and try to tell me. Somebody gonna come out here and try to tell me, nigga, when did you become black? When these niggas, and we got it on tape. It's on tape. The colonizer taped it. And if you don't think that there's nothing wrong with what we just witnessed, because them young men didn't walk in their classroom black people, meaning their parents didn't teach them that they were black people at home. When they came to this school, they became black people because it was a part of the curriculum. Check. It was the curriculum passed down, and these teachers had to come out here. Come on, man. To hear Biden say, even though we made them, that's some cold shit. That's some cold shit right there. And it's fucked up that a nigga been played on mentally, and it's been happening since you were a child in this world, and there's no pushback. It's nothing else out here to combat this shit. And our people them, you know, took the greatness, broke their will. The Seminole Indians, they fought and they was prideful. An Indian agent wrote back, they once were a prideful people. And they said they once was a prideful people. And he went into talking about the land and the beautiful landscape, the agriculture, and he said, today they are a broken people. Broke the nigga wheel. Somebody said pressure bust pipe broke his wheel, broke nigga wheel. See, hold on, let me come over here. Let me see. Let me come back here to the black part. Let's go back to black. All right, we're gonna pass all this up. Let's come here. Hey, everybody, jump on that like button out there. Let us get a like. Let us get a thumbs up. And even a share. Tell a friend to tap in. They get this work. The new left movement. The conference, people in attendance, you had Ford Foundation there, Wayne Fredericks. You had Robert July. You had Melvin Fox in the building. Got the Ford company in that bitch. Well, you had a movement called the New Left. The New Left movement. It was a political movement mainly in the 1960s and 70s, consisting of activists in the Western world who campaigned for a broad range of social issues, civil, political rights, environmentalism, feminism, LGBT, ABCs, and gender roles. Out of that will come the free speech movement, where you had students, where at UC, you goddamn right. Didn't they just get these niggas money up here? Huh? Who up there? Ain't they paying them? Ain't the government paying them? Check 20 bands. Ain't they getting federal support? And now they got the New Left movement. And where it's gonna kick out? Right here in Berkeley. And they protested a ban on campus political activity. The protests were led by several students who demanded their right to free speech and academia freedom. Circle the students. FSM sparked unprecedented wave of student activism and involvement. I want to show you that it's all a game. Just in case black niggas don't know how they became black, I just want to come give my spiel on it and knock on the door and let you know, man, you need to get out. This motherfucking house is on fire. You need to get your ass up out of here. If you give any damn about your family, nigga, you need to get them up out of here and out of this motherfucking mindset. And you wonder why you can't win. The board is set up for you to lose. Hey, family. You have something what they call the students movement. Okay? The students movement. Well, while the student movement was happening here in America campuses, white and black campuses, well, this took place around the world. It also took place around the world in response of May 6th National Students Union and the Union of University Teachers organized protest march. It was one key event of the month. The head of Paris police was obsessed by the need to protect the Sorbonne and surrounding massive invasion by the students. They all in Paris with it. They in Germany with it. They in Germany with it, man. Say, man, go on, where my light at? Where my light at, bro? They in Japan with it. Shout out to
Niggas
Indian
killing me,
Red.
man.
Shout out to Indian Red in the cash up. Appreciate the love in the cash up.
And it's popping up everywhere in America.
Y'all
It's
want
the
to know
new
where
left. They
black
put a
come
lot of
from?
money behind the Planned Parenthood popping.
The
They put a
government.
lot of money behind the eugenics movement. They studying niggas. And they putting a lot of money into institutionalizing niggas. You got to understand in the 60s, what did they do? You got your migrations and all of this type of shit. You got the wars going on. You have they're closing down boarding schools, so Native Americans are now going to school with niggas and white folks and shit like this here, right? Or everybody need a new identity. We're bringing all of the
Everybody need a political identity.
I think it was like an urban plan or something like that. They bringing out of the people into U.S. citizenship. Ain't no more of that outside shit. They ready to go. It's the new left movement. Yeah, the LGBs. Y'all think the LGBs just got here? LGBs been putting it down.
Fight
Say,
back.
man, LGBs out there with it.
Oppression.
You understand me? Student movement.
I have been oppressed.
Yeah, the Chicanos. Yeah, this 68. Remember the walkout said 1968, UCLA, the Chicanos. Yeah. Nigga, it's going down. It's up there. Alcatraz, nigga, the Native Americans. It's popping, nigga, the AIM movement. Operation Alcatraz, nigga. Everybody getting busy. Everybody on the same thing, huh?
Everybody need a political identity, huh?
Indian.
Yeah. Sweet love, you saw that?
Shit like that. Everybody's going down. Turn up.
Here go them black leaders.
NAACP. They gonna lose their power to who? The Congressional Black Caucus.
Oh. Tell them what happened, Chief.
During the late 1960s, Charles Diggs created the Democracy Select Committee in efforts to bring in black members of Congress together. Diggs noticed, look what he noticed, y'all. Listen, this is very important. He noticed that he and other African-American members of Congress often felt isolated because there was very few of them in Congress and wanted to create a forum that they can discuss common political challenges.
Y'all hear this shit? And we supposed to believe that. There was very few of us, so we just wanted to start something that was just for us, just so happened to be lined up with the colonizers. Just so happened, right? Let's walk.
So they don't want to go create no laws for themselves or no govern themselves. They go get them something just like the white boy.
Same
so the
system.
CBC decision to fight the battle with President Nixon publicly worked. So they end up sitting down in 71 and getting a meeting. This Black Caucus, they end up getting a meeting with who? President Nixon.
And what happened?
Okay, now watch this here. To eradicate racism, provide quality housing for African-American families, and promote the full engagement of African Americans in government. They wanted to promote the full engagement. And a lot of these people went on to be motherfucking career politicians on your ass.
Now you remember what he said, the reason why he started it. It was very few of them, and then they needed a space that they can sit down with like-minded individuals, right? Just so happened the people out of this movement is going to go sit down with President Nixon. After they leave with President Nixon, now they have this new body politic who is going to be the governors or the handlers to this new place. Now they're going to set them up and put them, quote unquote, in government position. So this is going to be the new black government. Like I said, a lot of these people will go on to be career politicians. As we just seen John Lewis, bald head ass laid down. He also came out of that era. I think we're going to talk about him. Let's walk.
Yes, they did. They went on to be career because they was babies then, and now they old and gray. And some of them has went on to the other side.
Come on, walk it down, Chief. Watch this.
Huh? Come on, somebody. Now, ain't nothing new under the sun.
Nothing.
Huh? Congressional Black Caucus, huh?
Shout out to
And they sat down with the
shout out to New Fat Boy Fitness. Appreciate their love and the cash up.
president talking about they need to be in politics. Check. And they got the LBGs with them. Look at him.
Pussy
he was
Wilker.
back there. He was one of them niggas back then.
Yeah, they go John Lewis right there.
Who is that? BLM and Clinton? Huh? Didn't they have to go do that with Nixon? And then all them niggas that left there, what they do, family? That movement, they became politicians, career politicians.
Check. Since black folks don't know how they became black.
Ain't that how it works? So when I tell you ain't nothing new under the sun,
watch this here.
It's the same old play. Same playbook. They coming up the middle. I don't give a fuck if he do. Goddamn, bring his receiver off the edge. Goddamn, and sit him in. They coming right up the middle, bro. You can motion out the backfield, all that whole ass shit. BLM activist Cori Bush wins in Missouri, becomes state's first black congressional woman. Cori Bush is said to be the first BLM leader in Congress. Huh? It's all a game.
It's all a game. It's all a game, family. And nobody has never came out and pointed this shit out. So niggas don't know. And this is why I always get on them niggas' ass for regurgitating, because regurgitating is what put a nigga in this position. And the niggas start to pass it down and colonize the next motherfucker, talking about they waking them up. Talking about they waking them up, bringing them into consciousness. Nigga, you are colonizing these people. I don't give a fuck what line niggas are pushing. All of those lines were involved in colonizing our people. The real Moors and the colonized Moors that came later. The early Pan-Africans and the later ones. The early Hebrews and the later ones. I mean, you name them all. All of them had something to do with colonization. All of them. We can prove without a shadow of a doubt their origins come out of colonization. So when we go back to these people's origins, and we can point just how we can point it out and make it crystal clear what the fuck is happening. And we can let them know, nigga, we see you. That we not them other niggas from back then and all that shit, nigga. You got some new motherfuckers here now, and it's something else going down. Nigga ain't taking this shit laying down, bro. Y'all gonna have to come on with it.
We showed you where they come from. Hold up.
What you got in there, man?
There they go. There they go. Nigga, there they go. It's the same shit. And they running it. You don't hold that office that long, nigga, without having a bloodline. You don't hold that office that long without having a bloodline, nigga. Let's walk. FBI COINTELPRO, college political movements. FBI COINTELPRO on college political movements. Huh?
Uh-oh.
Ain't that him right there? Ain't that him right there?
Ain't helped you a bit.
Ain't did.
And he looked too soft.
Look at him. Weak ass niggas. How we got weak ass niggas be our
Freedom
leader?
Rides.
Some
Crazy.
crazy.
Began in May 1961, ended late year. Were organized by core national director James Farmer. If y'all watch the movie, we had BCU movie night. We had the Great Debaters, and on there you had James Farmer. He was the young guy, like the Samantha book, but that other nigga was old enough to fuck, so he didn't get chose. Well, he organized some shit called the Freedom Rides. And they would organize these movements to do sit-ins and agitate these other people. These freedom rides will take place and become monumental during the period of African Americans who was routinely harassed and subject to segregation and Jim Crow laws. Now watch this here. Lewis attained a particular status as the civil rights activist.
Oh,
okay, he attained a particular status as an
activist.
Okay.
Tell me more.
Why? Because he had been arrested and he had been beaten so many times.
You mean to tell me that weak ass nigga right there took ass whooping? You want me to sit here and believe that? That nigga softer than the mother. You can listen to him talking and everything. His voice, everything. Punch right through that nigga. Punch right through him.
They say, they're talking about you just make you a civil rights leader. He looked too soft.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, they say he got beat up so many times, in the name of justice and equality, that they had to make him a real nigga.
Nah, man, these niggas don't know how they became black. Hold on. Let me tell you. Let me show you something.
Real nigga. He was absolutely fearless. Shout out to the homie Ken, goddamn, showing love. I have a dream speech. The homie Ken, immigrants.
Shout out to the homie Ken.
And the homie Ken, goddamn.
Say he was fearless and courageous.
He became the chairman of Student Nonviolent Coordinating Committee, and he helped organize the march on Washington, where Reverend Dr. King delivered the I Have a Dream speech.
Check him out.
You just make you up a nigga. Right now, we witness Maxine Waters and Sheila Jackson Lee and all of them Black Caucus members go to jail because they was out there saying they was voting for rights for immigrants, Black immigrants. And they went out there and they got arrested, their fake ass arrest, right? Speaking about fake ass arrest. Like I say, you could just make up you a motherfucking civil rights leader. Biden says he was arrested during civil rights fight and claim he had a claim he's recanted before. Joey B say, nigga, I was arrested. I was out there fighting, nigga. I fought the fight. You can tell a nigga anything, you hear me? You tell a nigga anything, man.
Yeah, Oswald Quazy.
Have marched in the civil rights movement as a student.
Oswald Quazy, Anthony Browder. I mean, you name them all of them. Ray Hagans. You name them, bro. Jabari, City. All of them come out of that same little circle. Dr. Ben, Sheikh Anta Diop, his white wife. Come on, tell it. Tell it on them. Biden, the same thing. They came out here on the other nigga, John Lewis. They had to get him real nigga status. Well, Biden said that's where he got his real nigga status. Tell me more.
In the 1960s, the struggles of activists in the South, they're the ones that opened my eyes. That's what he told them. Shit, the struggles of niggas, I'm from Delaware, but I see them niggas in the South. They inspired me. I had to join the movement. I went out there and fought and walked with them. Got blood on my hand, tasted blood, fucking with this shit behind you niggas. Yeah, nigga took off on me, 2 people, big old nigga.
Call me a nigga lover and slid me. I tasted blood for this shit, young niggas. I'm a civil rights activist. There they go.
Whoa. Roger
There
Williams
they go.
College.
American Baptist. Roger Williams College.
Watch this here.
1934, previous owned by Roger Williams, became American Baptist Board of Trust, purchased 53 acres.
Now, Roger
Williams.
Williams.
What Roger Williams did, he brought the Baptist faith here over in the colonies, the Massachusetts colonies. And you had John Eliot go the other way, but that's where your Baptists were, cryptos. They brought the Baptist conventions down south in the early 1800s.
And then Martin
during the
Luther King.
Reconstruction period, they played a hell of a job, even creating these HBCU colleges. Put up a lot of money. And then Martin Luther King, he come bring you with the Southern Baptist Convention. That's what, yeah, okay, come on. He ain't go get him something different, did he? He went and got something like it. King, yeah, what was it? Somebody help me out. Southern Baptist Convention or some shit like that. Martin Luther King, one of them motherfuckers. He went and got him a convention, a Baptist convention, just like them hoes.
Yeah.
But you had University of Fisk, Meharry, Tennessee State, helped form groups that were part of sit-in protests.
Listen.
Okay?
Listen.
Now watch this here. American Baptist grew to national prominence. Several members of his student body, became leaders in the movement.
Okay. So these people will go to this school. As we watched them young kids earlier, right? It always happened at school. When they got touched at church. And they're trying to sing a choir song. And back then, punks couldn't be outright and be punks. Only place you could be a punk is at church. Yeah, nigga. So your piano player wasn't no punk. I don't know what, nigga, you wasn't in no real Baptist church. So the piano player was no punk. Get out of here. Man, the church I went to, everybody knew the choir director was a punk. The nigga had long hair go down his back. But he didn't like talk a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, a lot of people wasn't cool with it. You couldn't do it out in the open. Now these niggas be walking and twisting in Walmart.
Okay. Now watch this here. They grew national prominence as one of the training centers.
Training.
This was a training center for nonviolent protesters. They trained niggas in here to learn how to take a punch. Yeah, they train niggas, bro.
So these niggas are being trained to be nonviolent protesters. Now, the college is called American Baptist. You can't just show up here and say, I want to go here. You got to know somebody.
And today they call them crisis actors. Today they call them crisis actors. How much legislation been passed off propaganda the motherfuckers put up there? Y'all see what happened to Alex Jones' ass, so I'm not finna do I'm not saying nothing about it. Y'all see what just happened to his ass. But yeah, you see how much laws get passed through propaganda that they put out there? And now all of these sit-ins and shit you watch, niggas getting water hose, nigga, you live on Channel 5.
So all of them videos that they show us when they want to tell us about the civil rights, they want to tell us about Selma, they want to tell us about these, but you're not going to tell us that y'all are organized and y'all are sitting in the classroom learning how to be a non-violent. So when you go to the counter and the white boy said, get your bitch ass up out of here, and you said, nah, you gonna have to do what you gotta do, nigga. And the nigga get down and do 10 push-ups and get up, nigga, and cock back from Africa, nigga, and throw a right hook on your ass. Fire! You just gotta take it. Because we need this clip so we can get these laws passed. We can come out here and tell these niggas that black folks are under attack. Cops sicking dogs on them. We got racial problems in America. Propaganda. And so now they're able to come out here and write something in history and say the civil rights. When the whole time it was a setup. How do we know that? Here go the school that they went to. They went to school and learned it, bro. And they came out here and they'll be put in front of the world, like John Lewis we was just talking about. And they said he got beat up so many times, they had to make him a real nigga. Had to give him a leader position. Nigga took too many ass whoopings for this. But guess what, family? John Lewis went to this school. Did you know that? Did you know that John Lewis went to this school? This nonviolent protester school in Nashville, Tennessee. Did you know that? Leaders in the movement, John Lewis, currently a congressman in Georgia, worked with James Lawson from Vanderbilt. And so this young brother is going to come out of this school where he's taught how to do sit-ins, where he's taught how to do marches, where he's taught how to come out here and do these little stir-ups. So they can get the footage and they can come back and push the propaganda. And the whole time, y'all know the niggas who didn't attack y'all and everything. Y'all know them niggas because y'all in the same program. This program and this movement that's coming up, and nigga, they need the players on the field. That's why Cat Williams say, nigga, how you keep telling me you not a gatekeeper, but we see the same people keep opening the gate. And so when we look up and these people who they brought out to you as a black voice, because you know back then it was big. You'll have to go sit by the radio. Growing up, I remember you used to call, and sometimes you call the radio. Y'all ain't never called the radio station. The radio was the shit back then. We love us some music. Radio was the shit back then. Stereos. And yeah, tape players, all of that shit, nigga. That's what music was musicking. Today, niggas are just waking up living until they die. The world's so fucked up now. And it's really not the world, it's because this mindset that people are in, the way that they view the world is not really how the world is working. There's a propaganda put out there on what's taking place, but what you looking at is not what you really see. So when you see the dogs biting the people on there, you see the police let the dogs out. Yesterday we saw them dudes take out running and let the girls fall down on the ground. Listen, that was planned. Not so much of who gonna get hit, but if we rewind the tape and you see it how it happened. So I'm looking at it because I already know this information. So I'm looking at how these niggas, react to what, and the laws ain't really going on no hard shit on no, because they could have fucked them niggas up. But it was just when we push, y'all lay down. You gotta understand, bro, they're coming out of school, they're going to school, nigga, this is what they do. And they're being funded and that's how they moving around the country. Let's walk. You live on Channel 5 around here, ho, nigga. They call them crisis actors today. There you go. So they trained these niggas. And you got these student movements coming from the left. Everybody know what the left is. How MLK, New Left movement, turns you niggas Democrat. Okay, check it out. So this the story. How did niggas become Democrat? Well, let's talk about it. African American students represent Atlanta Historical Black College, formed the Committee on Appeal of Human Rights to try to rid of segregation in the city lunch counters. After almost a month of planning, on October 1960, students along with Martin Luther King Jr. conducted a sit-in at Magnolia Room restaurant inside a rich department, which was Atlanta's busiest store and largest retailer.
Now, remember I told y'all about the propaganda? MLK leader and not, man, they propped this dude up. If y'all didn't see that MLK bill that I played it on his birthday or some shit like that on this day, more MLK day. So we know who his people know, we know their background. Big slave traders, in the Christianity, nigga, Protestant. He come from a line of pastors. When I say a line, I'm talking about at least 100 years, 200 years before him. He come from a line, everybody pastors.
Well, King did not facilitate the sit-in, but he felt it was a moral duty. They say he ain't, yeah, right, nigga. But close to 300 students was arrested. King was one of the people that was arrested. King didn't get out. They locked him up on a probation violation, right? Locked him up on a probation violation. So this was the story. So now JFK sent Robert F. Kennedy to go get Dr. King out of jail. For that, this what grew them favor with blacks coming over Democrat. Martin Luther King daddy openly thanked the Kennedys, and he said that he'll walk with the Kennedys to the end of the world for getting his son out of jail. On some Tupac and Death Row shit, right? Now, right here, they tell you that King was a Republican. King was a Republican before then.
Facts on facts.
Then after this situation, now he's on the Democratic side, coming out saying that he voted for LBJ.
Yeah.
The New Left movement. He a part of the student movement. Check. He already working with them, and now he brought these niggas. He brought niggas to the left. This the play that brought niggas to the left. A sit-in, nigga violated probation. It's a setup. Now he with the Kennedys. This 1960. Without their support, him and the Kennedys, they wouldn't have won.
And what were the Kennedys? Hold on. What nationality were the Kennedys? Do anybody in the chat, if anybody know, anybody had an answer, drop it down there. What nationality was the Kennedys? Oh, Bam said Michael Luther. Look, the nigga name wasn't even Michael. Sweet Feather say Irish mob. So watch this here. What was Martin Luther King, grandpa? The family that he gonna get the King, because look, King wasn't their name. King was not their name. Did y'all see the lecture that I did on this nigga? Listen, King, you think they put the Martin Luther on it? Listen, family, I told you that they bloodline go back to the Protestants. All right. Now, King had a grandpa who came to America in the 1830s. Where did he come from? Well, what Sweet Feather have up there? He was Irish. He was Irish. Bloodlines of the gods. Keep talking about these bloodlines. The people that are in position come from bloodlines. These schools that they're going to, where they're learning these students are coming, these niggas are handpicked. You don't just get to come up in here, nigga. This is a private. You got to be under the bloodline. And today, the last election, niggas went out there and did what? Voted
them. And it's because of him. He started off a Republican. But then they had a new play for him. We need you to sell the people out. Bring them to us. And he did a good job. Yeah, worked real clean. He did a great job. We know him today. A lot of people like to say, oh, they took advantage of him. This nigga had clear knowledge of what was going on. Do you know he was already said to be a messiah and all of this type of shit when he was little? Like, man, y'all really gotta go watch that video. Y'all damn make me play that motherfucker again. Y'all need to see that shit. This shit is deep. This nigga don't get no passes fucking with me, nigga. I know who your motherfucking people are. I can go way back in that nigga story. Nobody out that nigga family name was King. That's number one. So when we talk about how all of these families came here and changed their names, a lot of these families changed their names. Why? Because it linked them back directly, nigga, as the colonizer. Run it back for them. Why did they change their names? A lot of people had to change their name. It's a lot of people who family, after 1877, really going into the 1880s, 1890s, their families start. It's a reason why these families start breeding into white people. That's how they come white today. They start breeding into these people back then. And now you got the white side over here. And they stayed white. Go watch my lecture on John McKee. The richest black man in 1902. He was the richest person in America. 1902. And his grandson will go on to create the Boule. His son will grow up and identify as a white male for 40 years of his life, all the way till he was on his deathbed. In order to get his family inheritance, some FBI agents came and seen him. And they wanted to know, was he really a Negro living his life as a white man? Now, his wife is white. His children are by her. So this family is consciously doing this. They're doing it on purpose, nigga, intentionally. This is, nigga, I know what I'm doing. So we look up now in 2024, now they white folks. But see, you don't know their story. You don't know their story. In the 1890s, a guy wrote a book. So when they came in there, he ran the National Archives. They came in there and they told him that he would be demoted. Not only that, they were docking his pay. Not only that, but they moved a white man in his position. Well, this guy was so upset that he went back and he wrote. He collected all of this information. And you know what he said? He said that these quote unquote nigger families were out here breeding with white people to hide the crimes that they were guilty of. So today they can tell you that the white man been in charge, but nigga, when they was doing their colonizing, they was niggas. When they ran off with the money, they was white. That's how this shit go. So go ask Mary in the 1890s, why did he write a book and say that these people were breeding, intentionally breeding white? to hide the crimes.
And then they get him out of there, bring in JFK. JFK signed the Immigration Act. Now here we go with the immigration again. This time they bringing immigration over this way. You niggas ain't want to go back. Now they bringing immigration this way. FBI COINTEL political movements. Okay. African American protest, 69. The FBI and students for the Democratic Society at the University of New Orleans. After the Watergate hearing, activists charged Federal Bureau of Investigations had engaged in illegal harassment and dissent organization, prompted a 1974 congressional investigation. So they had to get Congress to investigate this matter, bro. And they uncovered that the Bureau of Domestic Counterintelligence Program, COINTELPRO, designed to discredit government critics and silence political dissent. The FBI acknowledged 2,370 COINTELPRO operations, usually involving the planting of informants on college and university campuses and undermining the discredited 1960 students movement.
All right. So this COINTELPRO operation, which involved them planting informants on these campuses. Huh? Let's walk.
Okay, they put money in this. This was a federal government operation, nigga. And you get your civil rights out of it, all of your black power and all these means. This shit was happening in colleges.
Started in
college. It was happening in colleges, bro.
Out of what's called the students movement.
They funded this shit.
It's all a game. I wonder why nobody came out here and told us this.
Student movement, through these student movements. Let's see what else happens through these FBI student movements, government-backed operation. Both of them, it's a political movement, so you know it's government. Check. No, fuck that. Check. Whenever you got politics in the, it's a government movement. So now we're here. Partly stresses African heritage.
Hey, y'all jump on that like button.
Seek world unity and African kinship. Many black scholars attempting to organize a world union of people of African descent in the traditions of Marcus Garvey, founder of modern African nationalism. In this country, much of the new emphasis which they subscribe as Africanism grows out of the ferment of recent months of a Black study program, where there has been strong desire evidence among Negro students to gain more than a distant familiarity of the African experience. One scholar making the case.
Nigga say to a distant. That was cold right there. In this country, much of the emphasis which they describe as Africanism grows out of the ferment in recent months of a Black studies programs, where there has been a strong desire evidence among Negro students to do what? To gain more than a distant familiarity. So they wanted something more. This is 1970. These people hadn't even been taught this information that we feel like is our whole world is just 400 years old, really. Because outside the slave story, they ain't give us nothing there. They said the white boy took it. He walked off, he went that way. If you go there, if you start walking there, you probably can catch him. Nigga walked off with the shit that way. He had a backpack on. Maybe he had it there. Go run and catch him. But now they talking about they don't want to, they want more than a distant familiarity with Africanism. They don't want it from a distance no more. Now they finna Africanize the shit out you niggas. Before it wasn't there. In this bill, we showed when the government got involved and started funding this African shit. We showed who brought it. And we showed the government. I mean, we dropped the records. Who got what, how much they got, when they got it. Yeah. Who signed the check? Yes. We have all of that. Fold a nigga ass up. I know. He's good. I know. I said the same thing. This nigga's up damn fool with it. Especially, and I'm gonna tell you how important the message is, because like I said, there was nothing here to combat this shit. And how you fight them is you tell them who they are. Don't let them tell you or go try to tell the people. This is who you niggas are. This is how y'all was built. Guarantee you these Pan-African leaders or these black leaders out here today don't know this shit. They don't know. Nigga crazy, man.
For black studies and something.
These niggas can be anything you need them to be. These niggas can be a Pan-African today. They can be a goddamn Aboriginal Moor, an American Moor, some type of American slave, or a black American, or they can be something more. Whatever the government needs them to be. You hear me? Wherever you need me at, coach. Fuck it.
Months ago, put it this way. They need to know that black heroes and of the noble deeds of
Gerald say calling in Gerald Davis, aloha. Nigga, you don't know that goddamn language like that. Nigga, you need to bring your ass back to America, nigga. If you out there talking about aloha already. How long you been out there, Gerald? How long you been in Hawaii? Oh, Gerald. Indigenous Dre, what up, though? Yeah, that nigga came in here, talking about, aloha. Nigga, bring your ass back to the States. You done went out there and got colonized.
Black men. They need to know that. Remember, we're in this era of the 70s, so they're coming out with this new black paradigm. Again, they have changed you niggas. You don't want to go to Africa? They need to know that that black too is beautiful, and that under the African sky, people are proud ease with their blackness. This feeling of kinship with Africa was expressed last weekend at the second annual conference of a group so-called African Heritage Studies Association. About 200 people attended the conference at Howard University in Washington.
Howard University in Washington? Check. What was Howard? Howard started, Howard, and it was out of the directors at Howard, out of their mouths, Howard was a missionary school. Started off as a missionary school. This is colonization. And that's why they put the kente cloth on you now.
Mostly professors and students. They came Ethiopia, Ivory Coast, and Africa. Many of the participants were colorful African robes and artifacts. Howard University, that's why when you graduate, nigga, they give your kente cloth. Check. They over here putting this shit together. Why? Because look, they describe it as Africanism. It grows out of ferment in recent months. This 1970, nigga. So in recent months, it's a strong desire.
Hold on, because I want you to let them know how brand new it is. Because remember, y'all, 69. And then that's why they said a few months, because this is 70. Let's walk.
Evidenced among Negro students to gain more about distant familiarity. Now, the government had put all this money in these projects, check. Government giving out money in these African projects, check. National Defense Act, they got paid. Scientific departments and all that shit grew. And now in the 70s, niggas just wanting to know. Now they just want to know.
Now they want to know this African shit. Teach me about Africa.
Blacks interrupted partly on African. This was in Montreal. Shout out to Kahi coming through with a 3 from the top of the key. Easy. Student movements, right? Now they have bust open the doors and they have ran in and said that now they need changes, right?
They need changes.
Consider the Black Caucus. Now that concept and composition of the major American study on Africa. So they kicked in the door. These niggas talking about they want in on the study on Africa.
Check.
Hold on, bro. Hold up, bro. This is real life. This is real life, nigga. We say, bro, these are primaries. These are primaries. Special by Thomas Johnson. This is a special to who? The New York Times. Primary on your ass, boy. So they didn't bust in there. They didn't disrupted the group, right? Now, this is what they tell people on the outside. But wink, wink, we knew you niggas was coming. You niggas actually 10 minutes late. Fuck is you talking about? I was finna come out there looking for you niggas. Square business, nigga. You niggas ain't finna fuck up this play. Yeah, late. And your boy, he got on the wrong shoes and shit. Them ain't the shoes I told the nigga to wear. Yo, that nigga there ain't even. I fuck around, don't even pay you your whole thing. This nigga is not in compliance. Yeah, man, get your shit together. Can't let you fuck this up, nigga.
Began late Thursday and forced the cancellation about 30 to 55 scheduled sessions. Black descendants at
they bust in talking about they want in on the study of Africa. Listen to them, family. This shit in the newspaper. People at home reading this and really taking it for what it's saying. Not knowing that it's a play. Propaganda so they can get these laws set in place. So they can create this political identity for niggas, right? Who are being oppressed. Check. So they done kicked open the door and told the white boys, you're not gonna talk about Africa if I'm not here. I'm gonna talk about Africa. And you know what's gonna happen out of that? It'll be the first time that you'll have blacks who are teaching the history to their people. That's how they tried to pass it off to us. This is the first time in history that we were able to tell our own story. And that's why I fought these niggas so much, these people who they call greats, master teachers, and leaders and all of this. These niggas are motherfucking colonizers. Without a shadow of a doubt, we can prove that. I'll fold you niggas up on your greatest master teachers. All them niggas are locked up, nigga, for colonization, nigga. All of them.
At the conference asked the African Studies Association, a major American study group on Africa, study group on Africa for equal representation for black people. They want equal representation, y'all. People on the board of directors and also an intern board to be set up to structure the thinking of the organization. Leaders of the Black Caucus at the conference said the association current leadership had indicated their demands would be approved. So look, they kicked open the door, told the white boys, you white, you can't teach Africa. I need to do it, nigga. Give it to me, put me on the board, give me a committee. That nigga said, done. So the white boy scared of y'all like that? Vice President of the African Studies Association said late today that the association had agreed to set up a 30-member intern committee to look forward to the reconstruction of the board and directors and executive. The committee said he would have 15 blacks and 15 white members. They ain't never wanted nothing for themselves. They only wanted to sit next to the white boy.
And that's what I mean, it's just clear cut. I mean, bro, you don't have to be the smartest nigga in the world. It is so clear cut. What we looking at? What's taking place? And these niggas come try to trick us as if they were revolutionary heroes. And for some reason, we supposed to be thanking these niggas or worshiping these niggas for colonizing us. We want none of that shit that they brought us. And they got paid to do it. They got paid to fuck over us.
No different than when them niggas called up Africa and here come these niggas in the AME church. No different than when the Black Caucus ran in there talking about we need to be represented in government. And now all of these niggas that helped out in the student movement, they automatically get positions. Well, this is a student movement. Check.
So do the niggas that come through this student movement, do they get a position? You fucking right. They do.
Right.
It's called colonization, baby. And just like we told you, in the Moors and Indians took over America, when the U.S. came into business, they weren't by running over no Indian. They asked who all wanted to get down, and they made them an offer they couldn't refuse. And niggas assimilated, and that's how you get colonization. You use the people to colonize the other people. Let's walk. The majority of discernment of Black Americans, supplemented by Africans and West Indian educators and students from McGill and Sir George Williams University nearby, statements the Black Caucus insisted that predominantly white association was fundamentally invalid. Members of the caucus tended only Black Africans, included Americans and West Indian Negroes, could give the proper perspective. Only American and West Indian Negroes can give the proper perspective. Their list of demands include at least half the membership of the association board of directors. Well, who's over all of this?
Where's the boss? Yeah, where's your boss?
Well, the father of Pan-African, the boss of all bosses.
Oh,
when you talking about an African study.
Yeah, you talking about Africa, nigga.
When you talking
about niggas being African, you're looking at the boss. When you talking about niggas, all you Black niggas out there talking about somebody brought you from Africa, nigga, look at your daddy. Or produce me the nigga that said it before him. Produce me the nigga that said it before him. You niggas can't. And you niggas ain't. And I know it. And I'm on your neck. Yeah. You can't go get me a nigga that told you you was from Africa, nigga, before this nigga right here. I'll wait. Bars. That's how much I know, and that's how much I know you's a hoe. You niggas are hoes. This is your daddy. Your story is fake. I mean, I knew I was gonna play this today, but I hadn't seen it in a while. So I'm like, this, hopefully the people can see it for what it really is.
Talking about studying Africa, nigga, in America, nigga, he go the boss of all bosses. So why these niggas out there talking about what somebody ain't did for them and what they want a part of, well, this is who they got to go through. Because anything under African studies coming out of America, goddamn, coming through this nigga, coming across his desk.
And he got to stamp it.
And when he died, nigga, they said the father of Pan-Africanism died.
That's a fact.
So when all of the money getting put up, this who's going to be putting the money up, this who's going to run the curriculum. Let me say that. And he's going to put his hand on the shoulders of these niggas out here that these Pan-Africans are calling giants. Check. And it started through the left student movement. They say they won't have. Okay, fine. That's how you get Leonard Jeffries. Bars. They say, man, white boy, y'all, we want our own. Fine. That's how you get Leonard Jeffries. Who was Leonard Jeffries? A Powhatan Indian. He told you that.
His mama.
Powhatan Indian, that's who he is. But he's going to be a missionary. He's going to grow up to be a missionary and help colonize his people. While at a city college in New York, instructor 69, Jeffries and John Henry Clark established the African Heritage Studies Association. The African Heritage Studies Association. Now, the white boy and them got the African Studies Association, right? So they just put heritage in front of it. No different than what Richard Allen them did.
Same thing.
When they broke away from the Masons and started Prince Hall. No different than what they did and when they left St. Thomas and when they built the AME Church.
St. George.
No different than the Scramble of Africa. You get the African Association, Pan-African Association. We're not going to fuck around. Why we don't see these niggas going to go get their own, but they coming out here, they got their own name on it, and they put a black face on it, and they white, and then we have a line. We goddamn show a map. We just show the map pattern of these niggas taking money for these white folks, working for these white folks side by side. And so while they were decolonizing Africa over there, and they got Kwame Nkrumah them in there, after they set in the Harlem Renaissance with you niggas, these other niggas who've been trained up as missionaries, well, they go back to Africa to go do their job, and these niggas do theirs here. Since they don't want to leave physically, we're going to bring Africa to their minds.
Did you
Mentally,
hear him?
they will be.
Hold on. Did y'all hear this guy? This motherfucking Lex about 2 years old, I think. This shit old, nigga, but nigga knew you. Let walk.
And that's when these guys come into play.
This is top level shit right here.
While a City College, New York instructor, Jeffries John Henry Clark established African Heritage Studies Association, was a chair of Black Studies at San Jose College in San Jose, California. He promoted the idea, unlike traditional academic discipline, Black studies was intimately related to the community. 1971, he led a protest for the killing of John Henry Smith, an African-American research chemist. Let's walk. Jeffries was an oral history director of the Carnegie-funded Kente Library. Who funded the Carnegies?
But y'all ain't got a leader that ain't been working with the boy when I tell you. And he's still walking around here today. He says mama asked him, when you gonna teach about our Powhatan history? And he said he told his mama that he can't right now because he's working with Alex Haley. His words, not mine. He said he can't. He told his mama that he couldn't talk about his Powhatan history now because he's working with Alex Haley. Those are his words. Bars. Who is Alex Haley? Oh, go look him up. Google him.
The same motherfuckers who been funding
another nigga that made up some shit and got caught.
This black thought. But then they come out and tell us this independent thought, and it's coming from an African mind, and they're here to design you and put you in your proper. But nigga, this shit is paid for by the same folks. They working for the same folks that Du Bois and them work for. The same people that Booker T and them came down. Nigga, if they agent, they all agents. Go up and say, fuck that, nigga. If I gotta go down, it's gonna be a bunch of motherfuckers going with me.
Yeah.
Go up and say, yeah, they didn't call me, they didn't find the check stubs. I've been taking money from the white boy. Nigga, if I go down, there's a lot of motherfuckers going down with me. These niggas in these Carnegie-funded institutions running them. He consulted Alex Haley on the book Roots. Alex Haley got fined for that for lying. So what they make him? He was lying too.
Lying like a motherfucker. This nigga had something to do with Roots.
Now this white boy right here mad at Dr. Jeffries. Dr. Jeffries told him that if he was serious about his scholarship, he would receive a $500,000 grant. Why ain't nobody reaching out giving you no money for the shit you talking about?
This what Leonard Jeffries said to the white boy. The white boy was following him around, trying to debate him and shit, right? He told the white boy, I would like to see your documentation. I read the books you named, and they do not support your claims. You said I wasn't serious about my scholarship because I never received a $500,000 grant. Now, Dr. Jeffries, who you know and why these white folks so cool with you that they want to keep giving you money? Which one of these white boys gave you a $500,000 grant, Jeffrey? Since you telling the white boy to get on your level, and because he came back and said he read the books, I read the books you named. He went and pulled the sources, and guess what? They were not sourcing. Listen up, they were not sourcing. I read the books you named, and they do not support your claims. The nigga said, fuck you, white boy. Oh, nigga, when you get a $500,000 check for doing this shit, then you can talk to me. I know the shit fake.
White boy told that nigga, I read the books you named, nigga, and they don't support your claim. So what we gonna do with this? Yeah, say, man. Yeah, it's real. Somebody
He said they giving out $500 million grants for this shit I'm talking about, nigga. You ain't on my motherfucking level. Nigga, we getting big money pushing this shit.
Yeah, big colonizer book.
And he would, if they would have debated that white boy Jeffries, Dr. Jeffries would have told that white boy ass to the white meat. Because everything he was saying about them Jews was correct. He said about their contributions in the slave trade. And I'm gonna show you one of the sources that he used. I get it from him, Aaron Lopez. These were black Jews. He didn't say they were black. I brought the black European part in there because I showed you how the nigga made pointers and everything. They didn't even want to bury him with the other Jews because he was melanated. But he was the biggest.
Wasn't no bigger.
At that time, before the Revolutionary War, he chose the wrong side. They got his ass up out of there. Couldn't hustle on this block no more. So all of them Newport Jews and out there and all that shit there, he was right. Now, how he knows so much about this? Well, Jeffries attended Lafayette College for his undergraduate work. While in Lafayette, Jeffries' pledge was accepted into Phi Lambda Phi, a Jewish fraternity, which was the only fraternity at Lafayette that would accept black students.
Same Top Cat is, man, this nigga is good. Listen, family. Man, like I said, bro, I did this lecture probably 2 years ago. So I don't even remember everything in here. So I'm just looking at his transitions and his setups, how he set it up. You know, that was beautiful. That was beautiful, man. So you say the boy didn't pledge Jew in college. I didn't know that. Down in, what you say he had in Lafayette College. I didn't know that.
Nigga was inducted in the...
Did y'all know that? The boy pledged Jew? Boy, let me find out you got a little bit of that shit up in you.
Jewish fraternity in college.
Because I don't like that explanation on why you there, right? The fact that you got to tell a nigga, well, I'm only here because this is the only place that accept me. Nigga, you lying. You here the same reason why these other niggas here. You come from the blood. And you here on grant money. You got the Carnegie's funding you. You got big white money behind you, nigga.
Come on, man. That's how he know. What else he know? He's a Powhatan Indian. But they paying a lot of money at this time. As a result, listen, family, as a result of racial and political dispute of exclusion for leadership position of black academics, ASA leaders, ties with the U.S. intelligence and missionary, the ASA split.
Listen.
Okay, so they said they was tired of the SAA. Here go these black leaders. Oh, we so tired of you niggas. We need a voice. The ASA split in 1968 when the Black Caucus of the ACA, led by John Henry Clark, founded the African Heritage Studies Association. Okay, so he didn't go get his own. He went and got one just like them. He the head nigga in charge.
Shout out to Miss Dee Dee snuck in here. Appreciate the love and the cash out. Miss Dee.
He's the head nigga in charge. It's all a game, family. Just like they King went down there and they did him on that bullshit lockup, and then the Kennedys come get him, and now niggas, man, y'all fuck with him. He's a real nigga. Now, come on, bro. It's a trick bag. And they use their own. That's why they kill them when they get out of pocket.
Talk to them.
That's why when they kill them when they get out of pocket, you kill your own.
Talk.
That's gangs, fraternities, brotherhoods, shit like that, nigga.
For you.
They come get you. They don't give a fuck. They got to do it in public.
Come on, man. Talk to them, man. Who gonna hit you? Your own people. Do you know the connections this nigga family had? Do you know who these niggas are? Why? Cause they out here in suits and they standing in front of the church. Do you know who these niggas are? This nigga been dead for decades, and he's still probably the biggest or most popular nigga that you gonna know. One of the first to come to mind when you think about black leadership. Even though King never was on the black tip. Now I say that King didn't push the black line. You gotta understand, King made a difference almost a decade before that line even came. So a lot of them niggas came up under him that pushed the black line. So King stayed. He didn't fuck with that black line once they came, and he didn't have to because he was already established colonizer in the game, and plus he didn't make it. He didn't make it to dinner. So when niggas go outside of what nigga we agreed on your ass to do, let's walk. That's how this shit work. The AME Church traces origins all the way back to Philadelphia. The foundation laid alongside the Constitution itself. Now watch this shit here. Philadelphia in 1787, when officials at St. George pulled blacks off their knees. They said the white boys pulled them off their knees, right? Members discovered just how far American Methodists would go to enforce racial discrimination. So now they're saying they've been discriminated against family. Racially. Hence, the members of St. George made plans to transfer their mutual aid society into an African congregation. Ain't nothing African about it but the word. Although most wanted affiliate with the Protestant, here you go right here. In 1794, Bethel AME was dedicated with Allen as pastor to establish Bethel's independence from interfering white Methodists. Okay, so now they saying they want their independence and there's something revolutionary about it. Nigga finna go pump Jesus in the black community. And they want us to be revolutionary. We not with the white man no more. You can trust me. Well, that's what these niggas did. Cause they broke away in 68 and went to Black Caucus and created their own. All they did was put one word before it. Instead of African studies, African heritage study. Come on, bro. The organization is coming from the organization website. Organization grew out of the protest at the 1968 African Studies Association meeting. So what you mean to tell me this a primary? And you see how John Henry Clark looking? He looking like don't do me like that, man. Let me make it. See, fuck that. Nigga, get back. Grew out of protest. Same thing. It was a student meeting. African descendant scholars demanded change in ASA Eurocentric approach in African studies, marginalizing. The Kahi and Dimples come through in the cash app. I mean, in the super chat. Appreciate that love. Marginalization of African descent scholars due to failure ACA. The reform itself, the African descendant scholars occupied 1969 SA annual meeting in Montreal with the support of scholars from around the globe. Following 69 occupation, the concerned African descendants incorporated AHS in New York, 1969, following a meeting of Federal College. John Henry Clark was the founding ACA HSA president. James Turner, Leonard Jeffries, Shelby Lewis, Nicholas Nyiwa, Edward Scobie, among with the founding directors of the organization. Now watch this here. They got Scobie at the first HSA annual. It was held at Howard. Check. Then you had the next one at Southern, right? In 1973, International Association of Africanists, they had this in Ethiopia. It challenged the result. The challenge resulted in Dr. John Henry Clark, right? He being selected to serve as a leader on the joint AHSA and the ASA. They never left. So here go your African Studies Association, which really should be in front of that, but we on the website though. And so you have the AHSA, which is going to be John Henry Clark and Leonard Jeffries. And then you have the ASA, which is Melville Herkovich. Check. They never left. So like we just seen with them talking about the reason why they broke away from the church and now you never broke away. Shut your punk ass up. Nigga, we got you. Now watch this here. When they doing, you know how we know that John Henry Clark knew? Because they about to tell on him. Just like they just said right here, John Henry Clark AHSA, African Heritage Studies Association president, being selected to serve as a leader of a joint international. Here they playing separate, but when they go on the international missions, nigga, guess what? John Henry Clark serving as the leader in the joint, the AHSA, which is Henry now, and an ASA delegation. They together. When y'all leave out of here, y'all together, y'all over here playing separate on niggas. That's what y'all did. And so the shit that you niggas talking about today, the shit you battling niggas today on, well, they come out of the Association for the Study of Classical African Civilization, ASCAC. Or whatever the fuck they call it. I'm gonna save some shit for this on the next one. I can't give it all up today, right? Gotta make sure you niggas come back. An independent study organization founded in 1984 by John Henry Clark, Asa Healy, Leonard Jeffries, Jacob Carruthers, Dr. Ben, Karanga. They devoted to the rescue, reconstruction, and restoration of African history and culture. It's an organization that provides the opportunity for African people to educate other African people about their culture. This the shit that got niggas, stuck.
Telling you.
Niggas ain't got no clue. Them niggas just got out of bed with the white boy. They don't got no clue.
In the
they come over
in the 80s.
Okay.
This them in the 80s. Now they giants in the 80s. Ben and Clark. Oh, they big boys now. Came a long way from Clark in the 70s. Now he's a big old powerful nigga now. In 1984, they're gonna create this new institution. I mean, you gonna get your Kemet, you gonna get your unks, you gonna get you kin to the pharaohs and all. You gonna get you're an African king with gold, all that type of shit. Here they go right here. Ben and Clark.
Let's walk. ASCAC was founded by the American community, New York, Chicago, Atlanta, Los Angeles. All right. With membership regions representing the continental United States, same place as the Pan-Africans went, right? Caribbean islands, Africa, and Europe. All right.
All of the places that these niggas already had. The organization has since expanded into an international organization. And they membership regions representing the United States, the Caribbean, Africa, and Europe. Well, all of the colonies went to. Nigga on the wall. Who's the niggerish nigga of them all?
Everywhere this Pan-African movement go, this connection, this line that we have went down, these niggas are no different. They come out of that same tree. Their part in it, when they got serious on scholars, they needed scholars who was going to delve into this information. Once they started getting them, they needed curriculum. John Henry Clark wrote a lot of them curriculums. Y'all know that? See, a lot of niggas love him as black folk, but them white folks knew him. God damn it, Leonard Jeffries done been everywhere. All these niggas done been everywhere. They done traveled abroad. That ain't no different when John Campbell came.
Yeah, Jeffries. So we about the missionary program. Jeffries left. Jeffries went to when he was in school, he went to he was funded and was sent abroad. He went to a missionary school overseas. This nigga is a colonizer. These niggas are trained to go colonizers. And they've been training them since they was teenagers. Since you see how the video started, since they were kids. 4 years old, to be exact. Bars.
Came and said we should train these niggas up and send them back as missionaries. He's no different than Crowther, Ajawi Crowther in the Niger expedition.
these people their grace because they went back and they took care of the areas that they really needed. They needed niggas to believe in this African concept, to believe that they was African. In order to do that, you needed a culture. You needed the language, you needed the outfit. Yeah, you needed the outfit, yeah, short set and everything for it. So just like the association, the African Association, just like the Scramble of Africa, and then these niggas pop up. So you got the Scramble of Africa niggas, and then you got the niggas, the black faces on the scene. Talking about they got holy part in British colonies. Only the British colonies. What's the British colonies? The island, America, the islands in West Africa, bro.
And Europe.
Who these niggas fucking with? America, the islands, and Africa.
In Europe.
All of your Pan-African
Shout out to David Law.
The islands and where they die at in Africa. Even Garvey.
Or Europe.
I know it hurt. I know it hurt. I know it hurt, but like I said from the beginning.
Shout out to Return of the Matriarch. Shout out to David Law.
You didn't want to go to Africa. You fought like a motherfucker. Them niggas in Mississippi say, I'm from America, Jack. But why they are giants and why they are greatest Pan-African teachers? Because their message was able to reach the people. Check. Let's talk. The theme of the conference was Africanism towards a new definition. The association president, John Henry Clark, also a professor of Black and Puerto Rican studies at Hunter College in New York, said the conference had accomplished its aim to explore ways of developing unity with Black people all over the world. We about to go deep, y'all. Bang the goddamn like button, support the show. Make sure you share this out. We rocked out here tonight. We wanted everybody to see it. But we got part two. Part two, you think this something? We got part two coming. We just wanted to soften it up. So much we had to go through, we couldn't put it all in here. He emphasized, however, that the objective, listen, the objective, because they want to know this African Heritage Society. What are y'all gonna do? You broke away, you got your independence. What are you gonna do now? What is the future for this? So he's at the driving wheel. John Henry Clark is at the driving wheel, nigga. He's driving the car in this race. Everything it is about Black studies, they cool. They'll put it all in John Henry Clark's hands. He's emphasized, however, that the objective was not to restore in a strict sense of back to Africa. Their objective was not to restore a strict sense, not a strict one, the kind that Garvey used. Because what Garvey screamed, nigga, go back to Africa. Let's go right now. The white man he out here, he's shining, he driving Rolls Royces and Bentleys and mansions. Let's go get some mansions back in Africa. Nah, see, he pimped with a hard hand. He's coming. He said he's gonna learn from those mistakes of those Pan-African.
The Indian territory. Appreciate that love.
What he's gonna do here is finesse the game. Shout out to the homie Shrugs, goddamn, with a 3-pointer from half court in the real way. Appreciate that love. Coming through heavy. Now, right here, I want y'all to focus up here. He's not pimping hard like Garvey. Check. And on May 10th, 1970, he talked about a return in spirit. What the fuck is wrong with you niggas? Because y'all ain't going back to Africa, nigga. They done found that out. So through this white philanthropy money, through this government fund, through these FBI COINTELPRO movements, check, we're going to return your Black ass back to Africa spiritually, nigga. We're going to take your mind.
Check.
We're going to drill this shit in your motherfucking ass.
Check.
Right here, Dr. Clark talked about his method, which is to finesse the game. Most of us would probably not go back to Africa. How do they know? They have the results. We showed them today. If you didn't know, most of us will probably not go back to Africa, he said, except in the mind.
Oh,
except in the mind.
Oh, except in the mind, in the spirit, and interest. That's
Can I get a big check? Can I get a big check on that?
That's what you dealing with. You from Africa, you're confused Africa. All of that shit came through here. How many missionary schools we done showed you? They train niggas. He said that the association expected eventually to bring about a new perspective on African history. That's why they said they wanted to break away from the white boys, because you got to understand, Carter G. Woodson tried to do the same thing. All of these niggas tried to do the same thing. They couldn't get the funding. But then they had to come with a message that the white man wanted them. Well, these niggas got free range to go make up whatever you wanted to make up. That's why you run around here talking about Kemet, mean land of the black. Sounding crazy than a motherfucker. Talking about Kemet, chemistry come from Kemet. Get the fuck out of here. These niggas made that shit up. And they got paid handsomely to do so. They're only being paid by the federal government and the richest philanthropists on the motherfucking planet.
Yeah, only the rich.
From robbing resources from right here in Americas. He said that they expected eventually to bring about a new perspective of African history, to reappraise it in such a way. And to
y'all hear this shit, right? They want to bring a new perspective on African history. So somebody tell me why I lied. I'm only telling you what he said. So like I said, the nigga made it all up. And he's sitting here telling you. He know you niggas weren't gonna go to Africa physically. And he learned from Garvey and the movements before him. You gotta understand, Clark was around back in those times in the 30s and all that. So yeah, Clark had been around for a long time. So Clark was there when Kwame and Nkrumah came to the HBCs over here, and his OG was James Avery. He taught at Livingston College in in the Carolinas. James brought Kwame over here before he went to London and started that students movement out there. Check. Yeah, before he went to London, he was here in America. Let's walk. And John Henry Clark knew him then. Yeah, that nigga put his work in colonizing niggas. And so he had learned that niggas weren't going to Africa physically. So he had to take them back mentally. So when I say they taught you this shit and they understood what they was doing psychologically, they was going to psychologically, mentally enslave you and take you back to Africa. And you know what? He was successful. And for that, we know him as the greatest to ever do it.
Make it relevant. And to make it relevant to current problems of black people anywhere. Shout out to the homie Nighthawk with a 3 from the corner. Wet. The feeling that there was a lack of relevance in the existing order of black studies led to the information of organizations 2 years ago. It was organized by members of a black caucus, predominantly white group. So they been hanging with them. They the black caucus of the white group. Ain't that some shit? They the black caucus of it. Niggas done trained them up and now they ready to go out in the world on their own. The formation of the organization 2 years ago, organized by members of a black caucus, predominantly white group known as the African Studies Association. But the dissent black members formed their own group primarily, they said, because they had not
been given a voice.
Now we watched everybody.
We've been hearing all day.
Yeah, same shit, bro. I was just about to say that. Bro, I was just about to say that, Chief. Hey, man, same shit. That's all we've been hearing from these niggas all day. When they had to come up to an excuse why they do what they did, bro, everybody said the same thing. Bro, it's all a game. It's all a game, bro. Boy, them black niggas like, this nigga is good. But them black niggas, they been watch this whole again. Damn, this nigga just fucked my head up, bro. Damn.
What? We ain't pimping hard with the African movement to go back to Africa like Marcus Garvey, nigga. Instead, nigga, we know niggas ain't going back physically, so we gonna take them back in their mind and in spirit and in interest. And that's what made him the greatest. Because he was able to convince a nigga that what even from Africa had no ties to it. How you know we here when we debating them today? They ain't got no answers for the real shit. They have no proof they from Africa. But they've been pimped. Spiritually enslaved.
Oh, man.
Spiritually colonized.
Mentally, spiritual, and mental.
That they'll put down their own family over this shit. That's what made him the greatest to do this shit in an African paradigm.
Now you seen earlier, hold up, Chief. Earlier, the guy came on, he asked the little kid, what is your nationality? You're a Negro, aren't you? So we seeing the psychological game that they playing. This nigga come back and tell the New York Times on May 10th, 1970, that he trying to take niggas back mentally and spiritually instead of physical. And he was successful. Niggas took that shit and ran with it and called that nigga the greatest teacher ever. Well, I'm here to let him know. And he was my favorite because the nigga really was good. He was good. He was my favorite. And you know, you get credit where it's due. He was good. But I was better. I was better. Why you say that, Chief? Well, rewind this tape back.
Spirit. Back to Africa. Movement. Pan-Africanism was brought to the American Indian. And this is why you don't have a birthright. Because niggas enslaved you spiritually.
And mentally.
Because they knew you, they caught you in a vulnerable position. And on top of that, they was funded by the government. But like I said, this is a missionary program. Always have been and always will be. And just like the AME was sitting there at the African Association, Pan-African meeting, well, still to this day, AME pastor engages in Pan-African advocacy. Listen to me, family. This Dr. Jonathan Weaver pastor of Greater AME Church in Maryland. Guess what he say? He recently traveled to Ghana to attend the annual meeting of Mercy Ships on Board. The African Mercy, the 40-year-old organization, has a vision to follow the 2,000-year-old model of Jesus Christ. This the AME Church. In Pan-Africanism. They talking about they following the 2,000-year-old model of Jesus Christ, bringing hope and compassion to some of the world's poorest citizens. What the fuck is you talking about? This is a missionary program. They said that, remember they say they took the cross and they held it up, and John Henry Clark taught me that the Spanish took the goddamn cross, and he said, "In this sign I conquer." Right? Then y'all heard him say that too. He said, "With this sign I conquer." And they took Jesus to everybody. I got the goddamn Pan-Africanism and Christianity in the Caribbean. I got that book right behind me. Whatever, however you tell Dr. Henry Clinton. I rolled weed up on it and shit.
Yeah.
Ashtray, shit like that. Not an ashtray, but I rolled the weed up and shit like that when I ain't got nothing else around.
But he told us that. And he said that Jesus, they took Jesus with what Pan-Africans, all we see is Pan-Africans doing, taking Jesus. Huh? Even when they went over to Liberia. Check this shit out. These are African letters by Bishop Turner, right? It's from the Nashville Publishing House of the AME Church, right? Sunday school. He hit back, he say, I am out on the ocean selling, or rather steaming, to all human appearance, the unknown. Okay? He on his way to Africa, but he said he headed to the unknown. But they talking about a nigga going back. Listen to me. Listen what he say. He said, I left the great city, New York, yesterday about 2 o'clock. I had contemplated a trip to Africa, the world's future paradise. The world's future paradise. So you mean to tell me you niggas ain't been having no paradise? Until the Indians come out there, y'all need us to come out there and build a paradise in Africa. That's why we ain't got no motherfucking ancient monuments and no signs. And you niggas want to talk about the old mix of West African, but you ain't got nothing built up. You ain't got nothing to put up to show me a civilization there. Fuck out of here, nigga. A new paradise. Why it was gonna be a paradise? Because they always intended for niggas to go over there and build it. And you niggas didn't want to go, so here comes John Henry Clark and Dr. Bean on your ass.
Oh, you ain't gonna go? Don't worry about it.
He said he want to go over there. He going to the world's future paradise. And when he got there, you see he only stayed 90 days. He stayed 90 days. He got his ass back home. Seen so many niggas die there. It's fucked up out there, he say. And the ACS just sending niggas out there, ain't got nowhere for them to go. Niggas getting out there and they trying to send them into the highland because what they wanted niggas to do, they wanted to push you into the interior parts. And so they going in the highland, you can't do nothing with the land and the food and all that. They talk all this resourceful shit. And then you know the excuse they come up on, right? And John Henry Clark and them taught me this here too. You know what they said? They said that after the scramble of Africa, Africa had so many resources, right? They said after the scramble of Africa, niggas start putting shit in the soil. Come on, man, drop a plane down there if y'all heard this before. Pan-Africans taught us that niggas put shit in the soil so that Africa can grow all them resources that they was growing. After the scramble of Africa, they sprinkled shit in the soil so they couldn't grow. And that's why today when we look at it, it ain't that plentiful and resourceful. All this shit is whole ass cap.
They made it all
up. Out there, this shit didn't look like Mississippi, nigga. That shit ain't look like the silk. Fuck no, nigga. They talking about you drop something on the ground in Africa, shit get the ground out. No, nigga, in America. You talking about America. How many of you niggas, back when we smoked that Reggie shit, you drop seeds in the ground, nigga, just for a little experiment, it didn't rain, you done came back and the weed growing. And the weed out there growing. Fuck that, nigga. That shit happens here, nigga. Nigga told us that they dropped. Come on, man. Nigga don't ever disrespect America and talk about comparing Africa to America. We ain't gotta come live. Niggas came here and stole everything in the Columbia Exchange, and we still got shit. We still got everything. We've been carrying this shit on our back. You go through these places, you travel international, they layouts look exactly like ours. When it comes to highway systems and shit like that. And they'll tell you before they got here, it was already Indian highways here. Or Big Seg just showed you the goddamn Natchez Trace. Come on, man, we been doing this shit. I-10. Come all the way from motherfucking Cali to take you down into Florida, nigga. We been doing this shit. Big Indian business.
Big old Indian.
Them niggas just tried to take niggas to Africa. This some Christianity shit.
Walk to him then, Chief.
Hold on. Oh, no.
Sensational.
They said in the form of revolution, they created the AME Church. And they went on to talk about their Christianity practices. Hold on, damn, they want to pull it up while I'm right here. Okay? It focuses on certain centering ourselves as the core for examining our tradition, culture, values, people. On February 26, 1984, over 500 Africans in America from all over the United States attended what? The first annual Ancient Egyptian Studies Conference in Los Angeles, California. Okay, that's that ass cat. And they created the first annual Ancient Egyptian Studies Conference. This was in 1984. Almost 40 years ago, 1984, they created the first annual Ancient Egyptian Studies. Check. They needed this. They needed a spiritual system. This is why niggas running around here talking about Kemites. You know,
comedic science. Comedic science, and ain't no scientists around this motherfucker. Man, it's fucked up, bro. It's fucked up. Boy, if you still want to be black after this, I don't know what to tell you. See, with they little African push, they understood that they couldn't bring Christianity out here. Right? So they needed to create something, a spiritual system. And so they created Egypt, took you to Egypt. Yeah! Big old Indian.
The first annual Ancient Egyptian Conference, California. It was a conference that Dr. Ben, John Henry Clark, Asa Hillard, Leonard Jeffries, Karanga, and Carruthers met and developed. Okay? As early as the 19th century, black people in the country, Delaney and them, they were not different from Europeans. And what they didn't have to offer to make able the human paradigm morally richer than the human expansion of what the European has to offer. So what happened was they knew that they would get caught because of European. How did we catch them? They black Europeans. That's how we caught them. And so Delaney and them was arguing about, man, they, you know, because they didn't have a culture to get niggas. They ain't have an identity to put niggas in. This is why you are just now getting your identity.
And
African identity.
Yeah.
That's why Delaney and them are known as Pan-Africanists, but they weren't as powerful than these brothers because they brought the culture. They brought the agriculture. They brought niggas into it. That ain't no different than my position on the board. Niggas was already into it, as we see here, but when they came, they gave niggas that culture. They brought them home with it. Brought them home with it. And so, like the ones before, they couldn't, you know, disguise themselves between the Europeans. So, shout out to Deep South Alabama Indian, goddamn, coming through with a 3 from the top of the key. Now, watch this here. Kemet, i.e., ancient Egypt for us, he states. Return to Egypt in all fields and necessary conditions to reconcile African civilization with history. All right, this Sheikh Anta Diop, y'all. This Sheikh Anta Diop. Sheikh Anta Diop tell them the return to Egypt. Remember, he was the first. Remember, they said white folks wouldn't let these niggas learn. Oh, this is gonna be on part 2. I ain't want to get too much up, but you know how they came out. Sheikh is a great why because Sheikh was the first, like these brothers. They weren't giving niggas opportunity to speak on African, and they was without him, you wouldn't know the Egyptians was black and all of this shit here. That's how they say he went down in the tombs, right? Come on, somebody. Come on, somebody. Don't leave me out here by myself. Ain't that what them niggas told us? So now they finna take you from West Africa to Egypt because now you need a culture. You need something great. You need something great, that's a good model that you can look up to. Let's walk. That's how this shit works. So he says, the return to Egypt in all fields is necessary condition to reconcile African civilization with history, reconcile it with history, to be able to build a body of human sciences and to renew African culture, okay? They starting over. This is a new paradigm. That's why they work so hard. And we came and just tore it apart.
We tore that shit up.
In fact, far from being a division in the past, diversion in the past, a look towards ancient Egypt is the best way. Listen, Sheikh say the look to ancient Egypt is the best way of convincing and building our culture future. Come on, bro. So when I come out here and say they took you to Egypt because they had to give you a culture. Come on, man. These ain't my words, man. As soon as niggas say something, I'm gonna go get Sheikh Anta Diop. Then what you gonna say? Come on, bro. If I say something, nigga, it's law. Bars. It's law. They don't have nothing else but Egypt, bro. How you gonna rival America, nigga? You gotta go try to get Egypt. And they can't help you. There's over 2,000 pyramids here. He can't help you. Nigga can't bench press this civilization over here. Random hoes out of West Africa, they had to go to Egypt. They digging up mummies and shit in Egypt, nigga. Greatness. Greatness over here, nigga. How you move a nigga off of this? Let's walk. The only way, nigga, was to convince or build our culture future. It is indeed important for us to make a distinction between a diversion in the past and laying the basis for a new body of human science. No, what Cocknum just said, new is all new. They need a new way. But I'm steady telling you fool ass niggas that this shit ain't just happened too long ago. And you niggas sit in my motherfucking face with a 400-year timeline, nigga, that you can't find yourself nowhere in the motherfucker. Because it was a game, bro. It was indoctrination. A nigga psychologically, man, enslave you mentally, bro, and spiritually. That's what happened. Playing the same role as Greece and Rome and European culture. They went and got something to model these civilizations of Europe and Rome as they give it to the white folks. Yeah, they gave Europe and Rome to the white folks. Check. They blackwashed it. Washed all the black niggas out of here. Contends Kemet will offer fertile ground. Listen, will offer fertile ground in the areas of philosophy, culture, and science. For what? It will offer fertile ground. That's where they drop them seeds at. That's where you get your pharaohs, your cities. That's where you get these niggas out here. Oh, you fighting these Kemites and all of that. Diop contends Kemet will offer fertile ground in the areas of philosophy, culture, and science for a new African paradigm, for a new African and a new paradigm for humanity, which this implies. Bars, master teachers and agents, the making of Pan-Africanism. Pan-Africanism was a bad. I don't even give him no more, nigga. I don't even give him no more. Like I said, man, I ain't seen this in a while, so that was crazy, bro. That was crazy, bro. That was crazy, bro. Like, we should have had this conversation a long time ago. That would feel like today, man. Oh, man, it ain't nothing. Can't nobody say nothing. If all these people who've been in the game for so long, bro, niggas been hanging around. Why y'all ain't come tell these folks this? All you niggas out here still pushing the black, still pushing this black. Y'all niggas the same niggas as these. Cause you gotta understand, these niggas dead and gone, but the game lives on. Check. Say, fam, the game lives on. Meaning, somebody showing up to work, nigga. Yeah, because them niggas dead and gone, nigga. So guess what? Somebody got to take the job now. And guess what? A lot of y'all subscribe to these niggas. A lot of y'all been following these niggas and knowing them for a long time. And the whole time, them niggas the laws. Them niggas the laws the whole time. Fuck you talking about. These niggas the police, bro. The whole time. That's cold. I'm sitting here like, man, I'm trying to figure out why we ain't had this conversation a long time ago. I'm gonna leave this up. Cause I know y'all gonna go, y'all know y'all wanna go rewind it. I'm gonna leave it up. Shout out to OA, goddamn. He said you can't take the message like this from anywhere else. BCU in a real Indian way. Man, I love y'all. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all day. This is my time. Hey.
He want the scoop, she want the tea. She want the tea. I cannot speak. We keep it in street. We keep it in street. I took a loss, but you still gon' get beat. You still gon' get beat. How much it costs? It never been cheap.
Let go.
Turn your click up, dog. Turn your bitch up, dog. Tiny streets can't cross it. All these streets need bosses. Turn your click up, dog. Turn your bitch up, dog. Tiny streets can't cross it. All these streets need bosses. My dog get low in his pockets, I'm picking no more. We came from the bottom together, my nigga. We get it, we splitting it up.
BCU.
Tell me paper that pussy, I'll take her ass shopping and tell her shut up.
Standing on business.
Ain't nothing to pipe that shit up.
Hold on.
Turn your bitch up. It ain't nothing to turn your click up. Ain't nothing. Shit. We turn the jeweler up. Just look at the diamonds we bust. Look at the people we touch. Shit. I'm feeling like Puffy and Russ. I'm singing this shit like a total nigga. I've never been flushed. Bulletproof rappers and came with a kid on it.
Came with a kid on it.
This shit that you like, it kick it, we spit on it.
Your dick, you gotta spit on it.
Hundreds of bands, I put a little shit on it.
Put the shit on.
Dope in my hand, I had to go flips on it. Let's go. He want the scoop. She want the tea. She want the tea. I cannot speak. We keep it in street. We keep it in street. I took a loss, but you still gon' get beat. You still gon' get beat. How much it costs?
It never been cheap. Let go.
Turn your click up, dog.
Let go.
Turn your bitch up, dog.
Let go.
Tiny streets can't cross it. All these streets need bosses. Turn your click up, dog. Turn your bitch up, dog. Turn up. Tiny streets can't cross it. All these streets need bosses.
Big dog, static bell, a ball in his mouth for my brothers.
No,
drive bag, told the cutter.
I got the field for pan every.
Going as L'Oreal back the paddock and going as Jordan as dead. Philippe water trying to drown a bitch. It's just a habit tricking on a bitch. Shit, I'm thinking I'm cooking a pimp. Shit, I'm cooking up dope like a dump. Shit, like her first gon' sit nigga trim. Shit, I'm floating, I'm hot in the blimp. Shit, it look like I'm swimming in glass. Shit, I turn my bitch she bad. Shit, I'm making my ex nigga mad.
Hold on.
Real nigga alert up, wearing a bag. Piping a bitch, it ain't nothing like I can. Turn up the shooters, some switches go bad. They was some scammers, but no was okay. Shaping no rapping, my dog, he fall off. No capping, no bound of a brick. Work on your bitch, and I told her to call off.
I'm making it quick. Thank you. Got my demon on gold. She ready to hit. Thank you. Got my little bitch on gold. She ready to hit.
I ain't hitters. Call up the gang members. They was already on the list. Hanging with me, goes all these drugs and guns. Think we listen.
Hey.
She want the tea.
Hey.
I cannot speak. We keep it in street.
Keeping it.
I took a loss, but you still gon' get beat.
Hey.
How much it costs? It never been
I love y'all. That's my time.
Turn your click up, dog. Turn your bitch up, dog. Turn her up. Tiny streets can't cross it. Cross them up. All these streets need bosses. Cross them up. Turn your click up, dog. Turn your bitch up, dog. Turn her up. Tiny